Jim, with everything that has taken place this fall, what does it mean to your guys and especially your seniors to even be able to get to a game week?
It means a lot. I mean, really excited about it. You're right. They have been through a lot, and I think they've done a great job. I mean, I feel great about our team in terms of talent. I feel really good about them in terms of competitiveness and oneness. Probably the most important thing. Nothing more important than team and oneness. So all those things really good. Last piece just assignments and chasing perfection in terms of knowing what to do, where to line up, how to do it, and then just letting it rip. Playing in the first ball game is the opener. Very exciting.
Our next question is from Hunter Davidson.
Hey, Coach. You obviously lost a lot of talent on the offensive line in the NFL last year. How do you feel this new group of guys is stacking up?
I feel very good. Big, a lot of length, and really good athleticism. The two tackles are both experienced guys, Ryan Hayes and Jalen Mayfield. Carson Barnhart also, consider him, a starter as well. And inside, Chuck Billiaga has really made a lot of strides. He's playing extremely well. He'll be in there for us at guard, along with Andrew Stuber, who had an ACL last year in camp, but did a great job rehabbing. He's back healthy and been very good and consistent. And Andrew Vastardis is the starting center. So we're excited with our offensive line. Them gelling, coming together, has been a good process, and excited to see them let it rip too. Excited to watch all our guys compete. I mean, that's probably the bottom line. I'm very excited to watch all of our guys compete in the game.
Thank you.
Our next question is from Heather Dinich.
Hey, Jim, I know your numbers at Michigan testing-wise have been very good throughout this entire pandemic, but as you see Jeff Brom at Purdue confirm a positive diagnosis, I wanted to ask you, what do you think the likelihood of the Big Ten and Michigan getting through 8 games in 8 weeks will be during this pandemic?
Well, we're continuous. I mean, it definitely can happen, to anybody. Anybody can get it. Being virus strong, we're sticking together and trying to do as much as we can to, keep ourselves safe and healthy and others as well. That's been a huge priority for us, really since, back since March, and continue to be, continue to stay vigilant, in regards to that. So, I am proud of our guys, and there's, I can talk about starters and who's starting, and with, even with coaching. Well, who's coaching? With daily testing, that's every day. Got to test negative. To be able to practice that day, going to have to test negative on game day to be able to play that day. So there's that's a daily thing that we go through now, and continue to stay positive and test negative so you can play.
Our next question is from Larry Lage.
Hi, Jim. Last time we talked in a group setting like this, you said you were close to a new contract, and then the pandemic hit, and for obvious reasons that got pushed to the back burner. Have those talks resumed, and can you give us any sort of update?
No update since then. It's just been other fish, bigger fish to fry, Larry.
Our next question here is from Rainer Saban. Must have an audio issue. Our next question then is from Ethan Sears.
No, I mean, it's.
Oh, there you go.
Can I ask my question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I know going into last season, you agreed with the media prediction that you were going to be number one in the Big Ten. What are your expectations this year for the team? What do you think the ceiling is for this team?
That's a great question. It's, I feel like I said before, I really like the talent level on the team. I love the competitive nature of the team, and that is a team, that, as I said, nothing more important than oneness. And I really feel like this team is at a championship level in terms of that. The thing we're drilling down the most, right now is assignments and chasing perfection in that regard. And that's what I want to see, a team that goes out there on Saturday night and is flying around, running to the ball, playing smart and having at it, because as I said before, I mean, especially in a first game where some guys haven't played, they're talented, they're really competitive. And so you put those talented, competitive guys out there and see what happens.
Our next question is from Ethan Sears.
Jim, I'm wondering, what have you seen from Joe Milton so far in practice? What has he kind of shown you so far?
He's shown a lot of great things. I mean, Joe's been running with the ones, and really he's made a lot of strides, getting a lot of reps, as well as Cade McNamara, who's closed all gaps as well, and he's playing extremely well. But really good command of the offense. Showing a real savviness and also a lot of talent. So been really good between the receivers and Joe and Cade. It's fun watching. They get excited. They're excited to play with each other, and the tight ends as well. As I said, this is the team aspect. The guys having each others back. The guys, just the oneness of the team. And been thrilled to be around. I mean, I like these players. I think they really like us, and they really like me. They like their teammates. It's a fun team to coach.
Our next question is from Aaron McMahon.
Jim, just to clarify, are you saying Joe is going to start at quarterback on Saturday?
As I said, Joe's been running with the ones. It's like, as I said before, I mean, naming any starter at this point, it's a daily thing right up into to game time. So tough for me to say that definitely anybody's going to be starting when they have to test on Friday before we leave to be able to make the trip, and then they have to test negative on game day to be able to play.
On that note, and I'm not going to ask you for any names, but are there any guys that won't be able to play on Saturday because of COVID?
Not currently.
Okay.
Next question from Nick Baumgartner.
Hey, Jim. I hope you're well. With Joe specifically, when you guys had, the strange sort of condensed practice times, you didn't know if you're going to play all this sort of stuff without a spring, without an offseason, a regular one. I'm curious sort of what you're able to glean or what struck you about, his growth in a really unique offseason. What are some of the things that stood out?
The biggest one, Joe's got an extremely strong arm, but he really took to heart to throw passes with touch, necessary passes, appropriate. I think he made a lot of growth in that way. Putting the appropriate elevation on the ball has really made it a catchable ball. If you can, picture that, there's been a great dialogue between the receivers and tight ends and backs, and Joe has really done done a great job in that regard, and a lot of others. He's definitely done a great job prepared mentally, and was practicing extremely well, and in all phases of quarterback play. So he's ready to play a game.
Next question is from Orion Sang.
Jim, you've mentioned the oneness of your team multiple times today. I'm curious if the nature of the pandemic and how you guys had to handle it really enhanced the team aspect that you've talked about today.
Yeah, I think that is probably true. It's probably a true statement. It's been that kind of group. A lot of really good leaders. A lot of guys that are really invested. A lot of guys that really like each other. A lot of guys that really like football. Every step of the way, through uncertain times, I think they have relied on each other more and each other, the team. Even the concept of allowing the team to make you a better player, to help you be a better player. Taking some of the best virtues from other players on the team and adopting those, adopting the best, from the best. And, that's both having great leaders and having guys that really want to be as good as they can be, and, are looking at, other players that, are doing it well and adopting some of their best qualities.
Next question is from Austin Meek.
Hey, Jim, I know you've had a battle going on at that second cornerback spot opposite Vince Gray. Where does that stand, and has anybody emerged at that job?
Yeah, Jamon Green's doing a very good job. Sammy Faustin's moved from safety to corner, and he's gotten up to speed really fast. Very smart player, and also Jalen Perry, DJ Turner have also are also in competition for that spot as well.
Our next question is from Ryan Zook.
Hi, Jim. I was going to ask about cornerbacks too, but let's go with a little bit on the recruiting front. How difficult has it been recruiting when some prospects are playing their high school seasons this year and some aren't, and you're having to evaluate off of other sorts of video and workouts and stuff like that?
I know it's tough on some of them that aren't playing. They really want to be playing, and we're talking about a lot of guys that some that are already committed, et cetera. So proud of them for doing everything they can. I mean, I don't really ask for their video workouts and things like that, but they send them, and it's pretty creative stuff. Yeah, that's probably, that as much to say about that. I mean, it's really kind of obvious. I mean, I know the ones that are playing are super excited to be playing and doing really well and having at it, and you're happy for them. And the others are making best, making do as best they can.
Our next question is from Arya Gerson.
Hi, Jim. In September at the protest, you said that your team hadn't had any positive cases since June. Have you had any positive cases since then?
Yes. Yeah, since June, yeah.
Our next question there is Casey.
Since we spoke in September.
Yeah, what I told you was that in September, our last positive was July 30th, the end of July. And then, after that September 10th, yeah, we did have some positives. Yeah. When we came in the process of, when you and I spoke in September, after that, we did have positive between then and now. Yes.
Our next question then is from Casey Campbell.
Thanks, Dave. Jim, hope you're doing well. Are you confident that Quinn Nordin will be the full-time kicker for you guys this season, or is that still a ball?
Yeah, he's in a real competitive battle with Mr. Moody, who's also doing a very good job. So it'll be it's still playing out. That competition is, both are really good. That's a thing about our kicking situation. And we have two really good kickers. We also have two really good punters, Brad Robbins and William Hart. So Jake Moody, Quinn Nordine, Jake Moody, Brad Robbins, or Will Hart, or Brad Robbins. That's I feel talent, and is really good, and I think they'll all eventually see action. So, but yeah, those are really tight battles.
Thanks.
Our next question is from John Macron.
Hey, Jim, thanks for the time. I appreciate it. I'm just curious, do you have a potential message for recruits who may be hearing things from negative recruiters about your commitment to the university or the university's commitment to you, since you're the only Power 5 coach with less than 2 years left on your contract?
Go Blue.
Our next question there is from Isaiah.
Hey, Coach. What have you seen from Minnesota on tape, and what are the biggest challenges that you face in going up against them?
Yeah, really good football team. So many good players, really well coached. Rashad Bateman jumps out immediately. I mean, he's so strong. He's made so many strong contested catches. I think he averaged over 20 yards per catch in 2019. I mean, he's terrific. Kind of a real alpha type of guy and football player. A great challenge for us in the secondary and other playmakers on offense. There's no question about that. I really like their quarterback. Tanner Morgan is, very gifted, very savvy quarterback, and excellent line. Daniel Falele, very big human being, but super athletic as well. So really good running backs. Defense that's really understands their scheme, plays it really well. That's they have lost some starters on defense, but every time you turn on the film, I mean, both sides of the ball, they're really good at playing the concepts, and I think that's gonna be really important for us to be mentally sharp and playing us as well as we possibly can. And if we play good, I think we'll be tough to beat as well.
We have 3 more questions in the queue, and we're going to cut it off from that point on. So the first question is from Zach Shaw.
Hey, Jim, what have you seen from your receivers so far this fall camp? And then is the door closed on Nico Collins potentially returning for the season?
So receiver-wise, the receivers have been really good. And a lot of them, a lot of good receivers. One of the really good things about our offense's growth has been the receiving group. Their ability to get separation, to gain separation, to increase separation, and to catch and make contested catches. And a lot of guys: Ronnie Bell, Mike Samerstill, Roman Wilson, Giles Jackson. Cornelius Johnson doing extremely well. Jake McCurry, AJ Henning, Nate Shanley. Those are the receivers we're going to the ball game with, and we feel really good about all of them. Nico is not participating in football right now, and I don't have a crystal ball as to if his mind would change or not. But no, he's not currently on the team.
Our next question is from Angelique.
Jim, I was wondering about Andrew Vastardis. When did he take that next step, and how has he distinguished himself in moving into this starting role at center?
You asked me kind of about the team, and that kind of thing. And when did it start taking place? And, did the, was the circumstances of the off season, did that create that? I mean, more created by guys like Andrew Vastardis, really. He's been the leader on the offensive line, for several months since the season ended, so since last year ended. Just been terrific. I mean, go blue guy all the way, and intense trainer, loves to lift, loves to run, loves to practice. Very smart, loves to meet. I mean, he likes football a lot, and has done a great job. Since he's been here, and now's his opportunity. His opportunity has come, and he has grabbed onto it, and been extremely thrilled with him.
Our last question is from Heather Dinich.
Just a quick follow with a playoff question for you, of course. How important is it that every coach and player in the Big Ten this year gets a chance to compete for a national title, considering it almost wasn't a possibility because of the pandemic?
Trying to understand your question again. Can you repeat that?
How important is it that you guys got a chance to play and everyone in the Big Ten has a chance to compete for the national title this year?
Yeah, we're thrilled to play. Thrilled that we have the opportunity, and it's been everything that these guys have been working for. It's been everything that so many of them have put their game they've been playing their entire lives. But whether you call it the last year, the last 2 years, the last 4 years, I mean, put themselves in a position to have their chance, have their opportunity, to show what they can do. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing I'm most excited about. Most excited about seeing our team compete. And the others, there's challenges, but they're just the opportunity to have that ability to have that opportunity. That's the thing that means the most.